golden moon seems to shrink away so slowly.
4 days will quickly pass and turn to night, and each night we will dream away the time. And soon, the moon, like a silver bow, will lead it into a curve in the sky and shine upon the night of our wedding.
Joy to you, Theseus, our famous and distinguished Duke.
Thank you, dear ACHS. Now what have you come to see me for?
I've came to you full of anger to protest the absence of my daughter, Hermia. Step forward, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man here has my blessing to marry her. Step forward, Lysander. Yet, my gracious Duke, this man here has put a spell on my daughter's heart. You, Lysander, you've given her poems and tokens of love. You sneaked and schemed my daughter's heart. You changed the obedience which she owes me into harsh stubbornness. My lord, as she is standing here in front of you, won't you agree that she marry Demetrius? Then I demand, on traditional rights, that the father of Athens, that she marries Demetrius or she dies.
And what do you have to say, Hermia? Demetrius is a good man.
So is Lysander.
Yes, but in this case, because he lacks your father's perspective, then you must commit and have Demetrius the better man.
I wish my father could look at them through my eyes.
But you have to see them in the way your father does.
I beg your grace to forgive me. I don't know what is making me bold enough to do this, but what is the worst thing that could happen to me if I refuse to marry Demetrius?
Well, Hermia, you could either be sentenced to death or stowed away in a dark convent wearing the robes of a nun. You're young, Hermia. Think about what you want. Explore your feelings. Would you be able to handle a life stowed away in a dark convent wearing the robes of a nun?
I will not give up the ownership of myself to my father. My soul refuses to let him command me into the yoke of a marriage I do not want.
Well, Hermia, think about what you really want. Because remember, you could die, you could become a nun, or just give in to your father's wishes and marry Demetrius.
Give in, sweet Hermia, and Lysander. Give up your crazy claim to possession of what is mine.
Demetrius, her father loves you. Let me have Hermia. You can marry him instead. Rude, Lysander. It is true I do love him. Because I love him, I will give him what is mine. Hermia is mine, and I'm giving her to Demetrius. My lord, I'm as noble as Demetrius and as rich. I love Hermia more than he does. My prospects are in every way as good as Demetrius's, if not better. Most importantly, Hermia loves me. Why should I be able to pursue my right to marry her? Demetrius, and I'll declare this to his face, wooed Helena and won her love of him. Now that sweet lady deeply obsesses over this stained and unfaithful man, idolizing him as if he were some god.
I have to admit, I've heard that too, and I've meant to talk to Demetrius about that. But because I've been busy with my own concerns, I haven't had time to. Now, Demetrius and ACHS, I have some words I'd like to say in private. Come with me to Athens. Well, what's wrong, my love? Demetrius and ACHS, come with me.
How are you, my love? Why are your cheeks so pale? How have the roses been faded so quickly?
Probably because they lacked rain, which I could easily give them from the tears in my eyes.
Well, in every story that I've ever read, whether a book or a history, the path of true love is never smooth or easy.
If true lovers are always thwarted, then it proves that destiny saying that our thwarted love must be true. So we must approach our problem with patience.
That's the right way to think about it. So listen, Hermia, I have an aunt who's a widow, whose property in great wealth, and she thinks of me as a son. Dear Hermia, I could marry you there, where the harsh laws of Athens couldn't reach us. So, if you love me, sneak out of your father's house and meet me 3 miles in the woods where we once met Helena, her maiden.
My noble Lysander! I swear to you, by Cupid's strongest bow, by everything that binds souls together and makes love grow, I will meet you there tomorrow.
Keep your promise, my love. Look, here comes Helena.
Welcome, beautiful Helena. Where are you going?
Did you call me beautiful? Oh, take it back. Your beauty's what Demetrius loves. Oh, lucky beauty. Your eyes are like stars, and your voice is more melodic than a lark song to a shepherd in springtime. Sickness is contagious. How I wish beauty was too. I would catch yours, beautiful Hermia. My ear by your ear, my eye by your eye. Well, if I owned the world, I'd give it all up to be transformed into you. Oh, teach me how you look, Demetrius, and the tricks you used to make him fall in love with you.
I frown at him, but he still loves me.
Oh, if only your frowns could teach my smiles to have that same
at him, but he responds with love.
Oh, if only my prayers could arouse such affection.
The more I hate him, the more he follows me.
The more I love him, the more he hates me.
Helena, his foolishness is not my fault.
It's only your beauty's fault. I wish I had that fault.
Don't worry, he'll never have to see my face again.
Helena, we'll let you in on our plan.
Tomorrow night in the woods, where you and I used to play as children, Lysander and I will meet, and we will run away from Athens. Goodbye, sweet friend. Pray for us, and may fate give you Demetrius. Lysander, I will see you tomorrow at midnight.
Keep your promise, my love. Goodbye, Helena. May Demetrius love you just as you love him.
How happy some people can be compared to others. Throughout Athens, people think I'm as beautiful as Hermia. Oh, but what does that matter? Demetrius doesn't think so. He idolizes Hermia. But I idolize him the same way. Love can transform crude and horrible things into beautiful and dignified things. And love shouldn't look with the eyes, but with the heart. Love shouldn't have good judgment or taste. Cupid is like mischievous boys who go back on their word when playing their games. Because before Demetrius saw Hermia, he swore that he belonged to only me. But then when he saw Hermia, all of his promises dissolved. I will go and tell him about their plan to sneak into the forest, and he will follow them tomorrow night. And if he thanks me for this information, it will all be worth it. If not, at least I'll get to be with him as he travels there and back again.
Here are the names of every man in Athens who we consider good enough to act in the short play we're going to perform for the Duke and Duchess on the night of their wedding day.
First, Quince, tell us what the play's about, then read off the names of the actors on your list, and in that way, build up to a conclusion.
Indeed I will. Our play is called The Very Tragic Comedy of the Awful Deaths of Pyramus and Thisbe.
Oh, believe me, it's a great piece of work. Very funny, too. Okay, now call out the actors on your list.
Please answer when I call your name. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Here, say which part I'm going to play and then continue.
Nick Bottom, you're going to play the role of Pyramus.
What's Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover who very nobly kills himself for love.
Oh yeah, that role will require some tears from me if I'm to perform it well. If I perform it, the audience better check their own eyes. I'll make tears fall like rainstorms. I'll make them weep. I'll express grief. Just the right amount of grief, of course. Okay, now say the other actors. But my first choice would be to play a tyrant, actually. I'd make a wonderful Hulk Hercules or any other part that requires ranting or raving to bring the house down. Okay, now say the other actors.
Francis Flute, the piano tuner. Here, Quince. Francis Flute, you're going to play the role of Thisbe. Thisbe. Miss Thisbe, a knight on a quest. Thisbe is the lady whom Pyramus loves. Oh, right. No, don't make me play a woman, for I have a beard growing in.
Let me play the part of Thisbe too. I'll speak in an amazing high-pitched voice. Pyramus will say, "Oh, Thisbe, oh, Thisbe," and then Thisbe will say, "Oh, Pyramus, I'm your dear Thisbe, your dear little lady."
No, you're playing Pyramus. And Flute, you're playing Thisbe.
All right, continue.
Robin Starveling, the tailor. Here, Quince. Oh, Robin Starveling, you're going to play the role of Thisbe's mother. Snout, the electrician. Here, Quince. Snout, you're going to play the role of Pyramus's father. As for myself, I'll play Thisbe's father. Snug, the cabinet maker, you'll play the part of the lion. Now I hope the play has been well cast.
Do you happen to have the lion's part written down? It kind of takes me a while to understand these types of things.
That's okay. You can improvise the entire thing. It's just roaring.
Let me be the lion too. I'll roar so well it'll delight anyone who hears me. I'll roar so well, in fact, that the Duke himself will say, "Let him roar again." Yes, let him roar again.
Oh, let him roar. But if you roar too terrifyingly, you'll scare the ladies and the duchesses and make them all scream. That would be enough to get us all hanged.
Well,
everyone.
single one of us.
Everyone.
I agree, my friend, that if you scare the ladies out of their wits, they'd have no choice but to hang us. But I'll transform my voice so that I roar as gently as a melodic nightingale.
You can play any role but Pyramus, because Pyramus is a good-looking man, the most handsome man you could ever find on a warm summer day, the most gentlemanly man. Therefore, you must play Pyramus.
All right, I'll do it.
Everyone, here are your scripts. I ask you to please learn your lines by tomorrow night, then meet me by the Duke's Forest a mile outside of town. There, we will perform, because if we do it in the city, we'll be bothered by crowds of people and everyone will want to know we're going to perform. In the meantime, I'll create a list of props we're going to need for the play. Now, I beg of you guys, please do not miss the rehearsal.
We'll be there, and there we'll rehearse obscenely and courageously. Work hard and memorize your lines perfectly. Farewell!
Hey there, Spirit. Where are you going? Over hill, over valley, through water, through fire. I wander everywhere, faster than the moon revolves around the earth. I serve the fair queen, decorating the grass with dew. Now I must go find some dewdrops. Farewell, you silly, unsophisticated spirit. The queen and her elves will be here soon.
Well, King Oberon is having a party here tonight, so be sure that the queen doesn't come with him. Because Oberon's angry. You see, the queen stole this charming boy from this Indian king to be one of her servants, but Oberon wanted the boy to be one of his knights instead. But she just crowns his head with flowers and other little things she can find. So now they just argue all the time, like whether it's beneath the stars or in the fields and forests or even in the clear water of a stream. They argue all the time so that all of their elves get scared and hide off in their acorns.
Either I'm completely mistaken, or else you're that mischievous and naughty spirit named Robin Goodfellow. Aren't you the one who goes around playing pranks on all the maidens in the village, skimming the cream off the milk, clogging up the mill so they can't grind the grain into flour, or making housewives breathless for keeping their milk from turning into butter no matter how hard they churn? Oh, or you just stop beer from foaming, or lead people out into the night the wrong way while you laugh at them. But those who call you going or sweetheart, you do the work for them to make sure they have good luck. Aren't you him?
You're correct! I'm a mischievous wanderer of the night. I serve as jester to Oberon and make him smile. But sometimes I'll trick a fat, well-fed horse and neigh as if I'm a young filly. Or even sometimes I'll sit as a crab-apple in this gossipy woman's cup, so that whenever she takes a sip, my body gets her lips and her beer falls down her wrinkly old neck. Oh my gosh, or even sometimes I'm a three-legged stool, just sitting there listening to a sad woman telling a story. She'll sit on me, and then I'll fall out from underneath her, and she'll fall on her butt and cry out. But here comes Oberon. Be sure that the queen doesn't come near.
And here's my queen. I wish he'd go away.
I'm not glad to see you this night, proud Titania.
What? Are you jealous, Oberon? Various, let's leave this place. I've sworn to never be near him or sleep with him again.
Wait, you impulsive and willful creature. Am I not your lord and husband?
If you were, then I would have to be your lady and wife, to whom you are faithful? But I know that you snuck away from fairyland disguised as a shepherd and spent all day reciting love poems and singing songs to that infatuated shepherdess. Why have you come here, all the way from the furthest mountains of India, because, of course, that bouncing Amazon Hippolyta, your warrior and mistress lover, is getting married to Theseus, and you come to bless their wedding bed with joy and prosperity.
How can you shamelessly make insinuations about my relationship with Hippolyta when you know that I know about your love for Theseus? Didn't you entice him through the glimmering night away from his last lover? And didn't you make him unfaithful to Ariadne?
These are lies that emerge from your jealousy. Not once since the beginning of Midsummer have my fairies and I been able to meet and honor the whistling winds with our ceremonial dances without you showing up with your shouting to interrupt. Because of this, the winds have gotten angry at our lack of response to their calls. They've made nasty fogs rise up from the oceans. And instant rainfall so that the rivers flood the land around them. All the work done by farmers and their oxen has been ruined. The corn has rotted before it could grow ripe, and animal pens stand empty as the crows feed on the bodies of dead cattle and grow fat. Because of this disturbance of the natural order, the seasons have changed. Bitter frosts descend upon red roses, and Old Man Winter wears a crown of sweet summer flower buds like some kind of cruel prank. All of this is a result of our argument. We caused this.
So fix it then. You have the power to do that. Why would Titania want to argue with her Oberon? All I'm asking for is that a little human boy to be my attendant.
Oh, calm your little heart. I wouldn't give up the boy for all of fairyland. His mother was one of my esteemed priestesses, and we often used to gossip in the spice matter of India. But she was immortal, and she died giving birth to the boy. So for her sake, I will not give him up.
How long do you plan to stay in this forest?
Perhaps until after Theseus' wedding day. And if you will join us in our ceremonial dances without causing trouble, then come with us. But if not, stay away from me, and I will avoid your lands.
Give me that boy and I will come with you.
Not for your entire fairy kingdom. Fairies, let's go. We're gonna have a real fight if I stay any longer.
Well then, go on your way. I will make you suffer for this insult. My noble pup, come here. Do you remember the time when I heard a mermaid sing with such a sweet and harmonious voice that the rough waters of the ocean grew calm and some stars shot out of the sky in order to hear her sing?
I remember.
On that night, I saw Cupid with all of his arrows flying from the cold moon to the earth. He aimed at a beautiful maiden and shot his love arrow hard enough to pierce through 100,000 hearts. But he missed, and his arrow fell upon a little western flower, which used to be white as milk, but turned purple when wounded by the arrow of love. Bring me that flower. I showed you the plant once. If the juice of that flower is dropped on the eyelids of a sleeping person, that man or woman will fall deeply and madly in love with the next living creature he or she sees next.
I'll circle the world in 40 minutes.
Once I get this juice, I'll spy out Titania until she falls asleep, and then drop some of it on her eyes. When she wakes up, the first thing she sees, whether it's a lion, a bear, a wolf, a bull, a monkey, or an ape, she will fall deeply and madly in love with. And before I remove the spell from her eyes, which I can do by using another plant, I'll make her give that little boy to me. But who's this coming this way? I'll make myself invisible and listen in their conversation.
I don't love you, so stop following me. Where are Lysander and beautiful Hermia? How I want to kill Lysander, but Hermia kills me with her beauty. You told me they snuck into this forest, and here I am, going crazy in the middle of the woods because I cannot find my Hermia. Go away, get out of here, and stop following me.
You attract me to you, you heartless magnet, but you must not attract iron, because my heart is as true as steel. And if you give up your power to attract me, then I won't have any power to follow you.
Do I invite you to follow me? Do I speak to you kindly? Matter of fact, don't I tell you as clearly and plainly as possible that I do not and cannot love you?
And for that I love you even more. I'm your dog, Demetrius. The more you beat me, the more I'll love you. Treat me like a dog. Hit me, kick me, ignore me, try to lose me. Just allow me to follow you, even though I'm not good enough for you. Is there a worse position I could ask for than to be treated as you would treat a dog? And yet I would consider it a place of honor.
Don't tempt me to hate you any more than I already do. Makes me sick just to look at you.
And I'm sick when I'm not looking at you.
You shouldn't risk your reputation or your virginity by leaving the city and putting yourself into the hands of someone who doesn't love you in the middle of the night in a deserted place. What with all the bad ideas that occur to people in deserted places?
Your goodness will protect me. Besides, the beauty of your face shines so bright that it doesn't seem like nighttime to me. And the desert doesn't seem deserted because for me you are the entire world. So how could anyone say I'm alone when the whole world is here to look at me?
I'll run away from you and hide in the bushes. Leave you to the mercy of the wild animals.
Oh, not even the wildest animal is as wild as you. Run wherever you want to. The old story of the lustful god Apollo and the virginal nymph Daphne will be flipped. Apollo will run, and Daphne will pursue him.
any longer listening to your arguments. Let me go by myself, or if you follow me, understand that I may harm you in this forest.
You've already harmed me in the church, the town, and the fields. Curse you, Demetrius. Your bad behavior is an insult to all women. Women should be pursued. We weren't made to be the pursuer. I'll follow you into this hell of mine into heaven. I'm sure that I'm killed by the one I love so much.
Goodbye, nymph. Before he leaves this forest, you'll be running from him, and he'll be chasing after your love. Welcome, traveler. Do you have the flower?
Yes, here it is.
Give it to me. I know a hill where wild thyme blooms and oxlips and violets grow. Titania sometimes sleeps there, soothed by dances and delights. There, I will wet her eyes with the juice from this flower and fill her with pathetic fantasies. But here, you take some. Search the forest. There's a sweet Athenian lady who is in love with a young man that does not want her. Put the juice of that flower on his eyes and do it in a way that ensures that she is the next one he sees. You'll recognize the man by the Athenian clothes he's wearing. Then, meet me before roosters first crow at dawn.
As your servant, I'll do as you wish.
Come, and sing me to sleep. Then go off to do your work and leave me to rest.
You can be my silver springs, blue, green colors flashing. I would be your only dream, your shining autumn ocean crashing. And did you say she was pretty? And did you say that she loved you? Baby, I don't want to know.
I adore Stevie Nicks.
Of course she is Roma's after all.
I cast a spell on you that you won't forget me. I know I could have loved you, but you would not let me. I'll follow you down till the sound of my voice will haunt you. You'll never get away from the sound of the woman that loves you. I'll follow you down to the sound of
Whatever you see when you first wake up, take it as your true love. Love and yearn for him. Whether he's a lynx, a wild cat, a bear, a leopard, or a wild boar with bristly hair. When you wake up, it will look like your true love in your eyes. May you wake up when something disgusting is close by.
Wandering like this in the wood is making you look weaker and weaker, my love. To speak truthfully, I'm lost. If you think it's easier, you could lay down and rest and wait until morning. It's easier to travel.
Let's do that, Lysander. Find yourself somewhere to sleep, and I'll rest my head on this little ridge.
We can rest here together. We'll have one heart, one bed, two bodies, and one vow.
No, my good Lysander. For my sake, my dear, sleep a little further away.
What I was saying was totally innocent. What I meant, we'll have one heart. My heart's bound to yours. We'll have two bodies and one vow. So, we'll have two bodies and one faithful vow. So if I'm lying by you, I will not be lying to you.
Lysander has some good skilled words. A curse upon my banner and my pride if I were saying that you were a liar. But my noble love, for the sake of love and propriety, sleep a little further away. It's proper for a well-behaved bachelor girl to seek separately. Good night, my sweet love.
I say amen to that beautiful prayer. And may my life end to you if my loyalty ever does. I'll rest here. May the gods of sleep give you all his rest.
May half that rest be yours.
I've found no Athenian on whose eyes I can use this flower on. Oh. He looks like he's wearing Athenian's clothes. That must be the boy who shunned the girl. And that must be the girl. Pretty girl, she shouldn't be sleeping on this damn dirty ground so close to this hard-hearted, crude man. Villain, I throw all the power that this flower has onto your eyes. When you wake up, may love stop you from falling back asleep. Now, wake up when I'm gone, for I have to go see Oberon. Stop, Demetrius, even if it's just to kill me!
I demand that you get out of here and stop following me. Stay at your own risk. I'm going on my own.
Oh, I'm out of breath from this foolish chase of love. The more I pray, the less good fortune I'm given. Hermia is so happy wherever she is, because she has blessed and magnetic eyes. How did her eyes become so bright? Not from crying salty tears. Well, if that was the cause, then my eyes have gotten washed a lot more often than hers. No, I'm as ugly as a bear. These animals that see me run away in fear. So it's no shock that Demetrius runs away from me the way that he does. As if I were a monster. What cruel and lying mirror made me compare my eyes with Hermia's bright ones? But who is this here, Lysander? On the ground? Is he dead or asleep? I see no blood or injury. Lysander, good sir, wake up if you're alive.
I not just wake up, but run through fire for you, radiant Helena. Mother Nature shows me her beauty by letting me see through your body and into your mind.
Why is it my destiny to always be made fun of? What have I done to you to deserve this type of mockery? Isn't it enough that I never have and I never will get a kind look from Demetrius? Must you also make fun of my defectiveness? Honestly, you're being cruel to woo me so disdainfully without meaning it. So goodbye. Though I have to say, I thought you were a much kinder and nobler gentleman. Oh, how terrible that a lady who's been rejected by one man would then be mocked by that rejection by another.
She doesn't see Hermia. Hermia, keep sleeping there. Sweet things make people sick to their stomachs. Mistakes are hated most by the ones who made them. Hermia, you're my sweet and my mistake, so I hate you more than anyone right now. And now, I'll use all my love and energy to honor Helena and be her loyal man.
Lysander, help me! Get this Lily's thing off my chest! Oh goodness, what an awful dream I just had. I thought a serpent was eating up my heart and you just sat there watching and smiling. Lysander, my lord! What, are you so far away that you can't hear me? Not a sound, not a word in reply? Alas, where are you? Say something if you can hear me. Please, say something, anything. I'm so afraid that I'm almost fainting. No? Nothing? Then I guess you are not nearby. I'll either find you right away or else I'll die.
Are we all here?
Right on time. And this is a great place for us to rehearse. This clearing will be our stage, and this hawthorn bush will be our dressing room. Now, we'll perform the play exactly the way we'll perform it for the Duke.
Quince,
Yes, my fine friend Bottom.
there are some things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe which the audience will not like. First of all, Pyramus has to take out a sword and use it to kill himself, which the women in the audience won't be able to stand. What do you think about that?
Oh my god. That's a serious problem. I think in the end, we should leave it all killing.
Not at all. How about, and right as I described, a prologue that explains to the audience that we're not actually going to hurt anybody with our swords, and that, well, I may look like Pyramus. I'm not actually Pyramus. I'm Bottom the Weaver.
Good. We'll perform that prologue and we'll write it in the traditional ballad form.
Won't the ladies be frightened by the lion?
I'm very worried about that. So, we'll have another prologue explaining that she's not actually a lion?
No, that won't be necessary. We'll have whoever is playing the lion walk up to the audience and say, "My dear people, or my dear ladies, I just want to let you know I am not a lion, but I'm a woman, just like any other woman, and I will protect you with my lives." That will stop the audience from being afraid of the lion.
Great, that's what we'll do. But there are two other problems we still need to solve. How in the world are we supposed to get the moonlight into the room where we perform? Because, Pyramus and Thisbe meet in the moonlight.
What if we have someone coming carrying a big bundle of sticks, right, and like a lantern or something, and then they say that, well, I'm here to represent the man in the moon.
Yes, wonderful idea. If we do that, everything will be fine. Now, everyone, please sit down and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you start. And when you've finished your lines, go behind the bush as if it were curtain off stage. Everyone else, do the same according to whether you should be on or off stage.
Who are these country bumpkins making so much noise so close to the fairy queen's bed? I think they're rehearsing a play. I'll watch as the audience, or I can act in it too if I see the chance.
Pyramus, speak. Thisbe, you can move forward.
Thisbe, with flowers, odious, smelling sweet.
That's odors. Odors.
With odors, smelling sweet, are like your breath, my dear Thisbe. But wait, a voice, I will return. Wait right here.
A stranger Pyramus has never been performed anywhere.
Do I speak now?
Yes.
Oh my sweet Pyramus. Your eyes red as a shining, showing dark freshness. As bright as a lily and as trustworthy as a horse that never gets tired. Will you need me to guide in Nini's tune? Actually, that's Nidus's tune, and actually, don't say that part yet, because you're supposed to say it's a Pyramus, and you just said all of your lines, including your cues, so slow it down and work on that. Enter Pyramus, you missed your cue, it never gets tired. As trustworthy as a horse that never gets tired.
If I were handsome, I'd still be entirely yours.
I'll follow you anywhere. Through bushes, through hedges, through thorns. I can even take shape of a pig, or a horse, or even a bear.
Why are they running away? This is some practical joke of theirs to try to scare me, isn't it?
My dear mother, what has happened to your head?
Oh, my God, what have the gods done to you? You've turned to a monster!
I see what they're trying to do. They're trying to make an ass of me. But I won't fall for it, whatever they do. In fact, I'll sing a lovely song so that they hear my lovely voice and come running right back. You can go your own way. Go your own way. Ah!
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
Who goes there? Who are you?
Please, mortal, I beg you, sing again. My ears cannot get enough of your voice, and my eyes are entranced by your beauty. Though this is the first time that I have ever seen you, your beauty compels me to swear that I love you.
I don't think you have a good reason to love me. And yet, reason and love are seldom found together these days. It's a shame some mutual friend of theirs doesn't introduce them. Ha! I've been known to crack a joke from time to time.
You're as wise as you are beautiful.
That's not true either, because if I were wise enough to get out of this forest, I'd be way gone by now.
Please don't wish that you could leave this forest. I'm not some ordinary fairy. The summer itself serves me as one of my followers, and I love you. So, come with me, and I'll give you fairies to serve you. They'll bring you jewels from the bottoms of the oceans and sing you to sleep on a bed of pressed flowers. Peas blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed. Come here, please.
Ready?
Me too.
Me too.
Me too.
Where should we go?
You will follow this gentleman wherever he may go. You will run and jump joyfully where he can see you. Oh, and you'll feed him fresh fruits, and you'll steal honey from the bees, and use their wax to make candles. And then you'll steal fire from the glowworms to light them, and then pluck the wings from colorful butterflies and use them to fan moonbeams away from his eyes as he sleeps. Fairies, bow and curtsy to him.
Hail, mortal.
Hail.
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 Hail. I beg your pardon, will you tell me your names again?
Cobweb.
Cobweb. I would like to get to know you better, good Cobweb. If I scratch my finger, I'll use you as a bandage. And may I ask what your name is?
Peas blossom.
Oh, please give my regards to Mr. and Mrs. Peapod, your parents. I would like to get to know you better, good Peas Blossom. And may I ask what your name is?
Mustard seed.
Oh, Mustard Seed. I know how you have patiently suffered and how those gigantic sides of beef have caused so many of your family members to eat you. I would like to get to know you better, good Mustard Seed.
Fairies, bring him to the other place I sleep. And bring him to me in silence.
Here comes my messenger. What's going on, crazy spirit? What fun have you had tonight around this haunted forest?
My mistress is in love with a monster. This group of ignorant manual workers were by her bed rehearsing for some play. And so I played a prank on the silliest blackguard of them all, and I stuck a donkey's head on him. All of his friends got scared off like wild geese, and he stood there confused. And at that moment, Titania woke up and fell in love with an ass.
This has turned out better than I could have planned. But did you put the love juice on the eyes of the Athenian, as I told you to?
I did that while he was sleeping, so that task was done too. And the woman was sleeping near him, so he certainly must have seen her whenever he woke up.
Be quiet. This is the Athenian we're talking about.
You know, that is the woman I saw, but that's not the man.
Oh, why be so cruel to someone who loves you so much?
I should be treating you even worse. If you killed Lysander while he was sleeping, then you're already knee-deep in blood and you just plunge in deeper and kill me too. He is more faithful to me than the sun is to the day. Would he have run away from me while he was sleeping? I only believe that you in a hole appears from the center of the earth. The only possibility is that you murdered him. A murderer should look like you do, so pale and grim.
That's how someone who's been murdered should look. And that's how I should look too. Because you pierced me through the heart with your cruelty. And yet you, the murderer, look as bright and shining as the planet Venus, glimmering in its orbit in the sky.
What does any of that do to my Lysander? Oh, good Demetrius, will you bring him to me?
I'd rather feed his corpse to my dogs.
Get away from me! You are the dog! You've driven past what any woman could endure. You did kill him, didn't you? A
A snake, a poisonous snake would do it just the same. And in fact, the snake did do it because no snake has ever had a more forked lying tongue than you have.
You're working yourself into a rage out of misunderstanding. I'm not guilty of killing Lysander. As far as I know, he's not dead.
I beg you then, tell me he's all right.
If I could tell you that, then what would I get out of it?
The privilege of never seeing me again. Now, I'm going to depart from your presence, which I hate. I hope you never see me again, whether he's dead or not.
There's no point in following her when she's so angry. So for a while, I'll just stay here. Sadness becomes harder to bear when it's combined with a lack of sleep. Now I'll try to light my sadness by getting a little sleep. What have you done? You've made a complete mistake and put the love juice on the eyes of someone who is truly in love. Because of your mistake, someone's true love has been turned false, instead of someone's false love being turned true.
That's the fate of love for every man that gives an oath of love to one. A million others cancel out over and over again.
Race throughout the forest, moving faster than the wind. Find Helena of Athens. She is lovesick, and her face is pale because of all of her sighing, which is bad for the blood. Use some magic illusions to bring her here, and I will put the love juice on his eyes for when she arrives.
Fine, fine. See how fast I go. Faster than an arrow.
Purple flower, hit by Cupid's arrow, sink into the pupils of his eyes. When he should see the woman that he should love, make her seem to him as bright as Venus shining through the sky. When you wake up, if she is nearby, beg her to answer your love with love.
King of Fairies, Helena's coming. So too is the man whom I mistook for the one laying here. Should we watch the show? Lord, what fools these mortals are!
Stand out of the way. The noise you are making is going to wake up Demetrius.
But then that means that two men will pursue one girl at the same time. Ah, that would be unparalleled entertainment.
Why do you think I'm making fun of you when I tell you my love for you? Mockery is never accompanied by tears. Look, I cry when I tell you my love for you. Why would you think that I'm mocking you when my tears are like badges of honesty?
You display your sneaky ways more and more clearly. These vows you're making to me belong to Hermia. Are you just going to forget her?
I had no true power of reasons when I swore those vows to her.
Oh, you don't have any now, and you're breaking those vows.
Hermia loves him, and he doesn't love you.
Oh, Helena, goddess, divine, perfect nymph. My love, to what can I compare your eyes? Crystals like mud compared to them. Your lips, they look like ripe, tempting cherries. Oh, let me kiss your hand in a pledge of happiness.
Oh my God! I see you've joined together to humiliate me. If you were true men, as you pretend to be, you wouldn't hurt me this way. Can't you just hate me, as I know you do? Do you have to team up and mock me too? If you were civilized, you wouldn't praise a woman this way, making vows and promises and praising my beauty in such over-the-top ways, when I know that you both hate me in your hearts. You're both competing for Hermia's love, and now you're seeing who could mock me more. What an impressive feat. What a manly thing to do, to put tears in a poor girl's eyes through your mockery. No truly noble person would affect an innocent girl like this, or torture a poor soul's patience just so you could have some fun.
You're being mean, Demetrius. Don't be. You know it, and I know it. Now here, with everyone's best interest in mind, I give up my claim to Hermia's love and give it to you. Now give up your claim to Helena's love and give it to me, because I love her, and I will continue to love her until I die.
Don't just put so much pointless effort into making fun of someone.
If I ever loved Hermia, all of that love is now gone. My heart visited her as if it were on a little journey. But how my heart has returned home to Helena, and it will remain with her.
Helena, it's not true.
Don't insult a true love you don't know anything about, or else you'll risk paying a terrible price. Look, your love is coming.
Oh, Lysander, you're all right. Why did you leave me alone?
Why should I stay when love pushed me to go?
What love could make you move from my side?
My love for beautiful Helena, who shines more brightly than all those stars and fiery orbs. Why are you looking for me? Wasn't it obvious honest that I left you because of the hatred I feel towards you?
You don't believe what you're saying. It can't be.
Now I see that all three of them have joined together to humiliate me. Hurtful Hermia, ungrateful girl. Have you conspired and schemed to torment me with this awful mockery? Have you forgotten the vows of sisterhood we made? Our schoolgirl friendship? Our childhood innocence? Are you really going to rip apart what we had by joining these men to humiliate your poor friend? Well, it's not friendly and it's not ladylike. All women, not just me, will scold you for acting this way, even though I'm the only one who's been getting hurt.
I'm shocked by your angry words. I don't hate you. It seems like you hate me.
Didn't you get Lysander to mock me by following me around? And didn't you get your other love, Demetrius, who just before spurned me with his foot, called me a goddess, a nymph, and some divine, rare, precious angel? Why would he say that to a girl he hates? And why does Lysander deny that he loves you, when he loves you all the way down to his very soul, and offer me his affection? Unless you told him to and he agreed to it.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Yes, do that. Keep it up. Pretend to be serious, then make faces at me behind my back, wink at each other, and keep the joke going. We are doing such a good job with this prank that it will go down in history. So goodbye. It's partly my own fault, but I can fix it by leaving. Or dying.
Stay, sweet Helena, my love, my life, my soul, beautiful Helena.
Oh, nice one!
My love, don't mock her like that.
Hermes, please can't get you to stop. I can force you to. You can't force me to stop any more than Hermes, please. Helena, I love you. On my life, I swear I do. On my life, which I will risk by fighting this man to prove he's lying when he says, I don't love you.
I say I love you more than he does.
That's what you say? Then prove it!
You're on. Let's do this.
Lysander, stop!
Get off of me, you vile thing, or I'll shake you off like a snake.
Why have you become so rude? What's changed you, my sweet love?
Sweet love, get away. You disgusting poison, I said get away from me!
Are you joking?
Yes, of course he is, and so are you.
Demetrius, I'll honor what I said, and I'll fight you.
I wish I had that in writing, because it seems to me that Hermia's rather weak arms are holding you back.
What, should I hit her? Kill her? Although I hate her, I would hurt her.
Why do you think it hurt me more than saying you hate me? Why? What's happened? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? You loved me last night.
I left you last night. So give up your hopes, your questions, your doubts, but that one thing is true, that I hate you, and I love Helena.
You thief of love! What, did you sneak in at night and steal my love's heart from him?
Really, do you not even have a little bit of shame? You liar, you little dog!
Oh, I see where you're taking this. You're comparing our difference in height. She showed up how tall she is and used her body, her tall body, to win him over. Does he admire you because you're so tall and I'm so short? So how short am I? Tell me! I'm not so short that I can't reach into gouge eyes with my nails!
Good gentleman, I beg you, don't let her hit me. I've never been good at trading insults. I'm shy like a girl should be. Just don't let her hit me. You might be thinking that I could overpower her because she's somewhat smaller than me.
Smaller? See, there it is again!
Hermia, I love you and I would do nothing to hurt you. Other than, out of love for Demetrius, telling him about your plan to sneak into the forest, but he threatened to hit me, kick me, and kill me too. So now that you let me go without attacking me any further, I'll go back to Athens and I won't follow you guys anymore. Just let me go, you see how naive and foolish I am.
So keep going! Who's stopping you?
My silly heart, which I'm leaving behind here.
What? With Lysander?
Demetrius!
Don't worry, Helena, she won't hurt you.
No, sir. She won't.
Oh, when she's angry, she gets vicious and mean. She was a hellcat when we were in school. And although she is little, she is fierce.
Little! Nothing but small and little! Why do you allow her to mock me like this? Let me out!
Get away, you dwarf, you tiny bead, you acorn.
You're trying too hard to help a woman who doesn't want anything from you. Leave Helena alone.
Hermia's not holding me back anymore, so follow me if you dare to find out through a duel which of us has more of a right to Helena.
Follow? No. I'll walk next to you, side by side.
You, mistress, are the cause of all this fighting. No! Don't walk away from me.
I don't trust you, and I don't want to be anywhere near you. You may have faster hands in a fight than I do, but I can run away faster because my legs are longer.
I'm shocked and don't know what to say.
This is your fault. You continually make mistakes, unless you are causing trouble on purpose.
Oh, believe
Me, King of Shadows, I'm not doing anything wrong. I did what you told me to. You told me that I'd find this Athenian man, and you told me I'd recognize him by the Athenian clothes that he was wearing. I could get love juice from the eyes of an Athenian, like you said, and you should be thanking me anyway. All of this commotion I just made is hilarious.
You can see that these lovers are looking for a place to fight. Therefore, rush, Robin. Make the night dark and cloudy. Imitate Lysander's voice and get Demetrius riled up with insolence. Then, rage a bit in Demetrius' voice. And in a way, you'll lead them away from each other until tiredness of the night creeps over them and they fall asleep. Then, crush this flower over Lysander's eyes, because its juice has the ability to remove the mistaken love he was given by the first love juice, to make him see the way he normally would see, so that when they all wake up, all this mockery and fighting will seem nothing more than a dream or an insignificant hallucination. While you are working on that, I will go speak to Titania and ask her for that Indian boy. Then, I will remove the spell from her eyes, and she will stop loving that monster. And then everything will be at peace again.
Well, we better hurry. The morning star is shining above soon. All the ghosts will soon go back into their graveyards.
Go on now. We can get this done before it's day.
Fine. Here and there, I will lead them here and there. I'm fair to the country or town, goblin lead them up and down. Here comes one of them now.
Where are you, arrogant Demetrius? Say something! Where are you?
Come follow me, you villain. Where are you?
Find you in a moment.
Lysander, say something. You quitter, you coward. Have you run away? Say something. Are you hiding in some bush? Where are you hiding?
You coward. You dare brag to the stars and tell the bushes that you could beat me in a fight, and yet you won't actually come near. Come follow the sound of my voice, so we can test our manhood in a real fight.
He walks ahead of me, keeps daring me to follow him. Now I'm lost in this forest with uneven ground. I'll rest here. As soon as I see the daylight of morning, I'll seek my revenge for this insult.
You coward! Can you not follow me?
You're just mocking me. You'll pay for this if I ever see your face in the daylight. Now run wherever you want. I'm so tired I need to lie down and sleep on this cold ground. But expect me to come find you by the dawn.
A weary night, a long, tedious night. Please reassuring dawn, start shining in the east so I can go back to Athens and leave behind these people who hate me so much. Now sleep, which can help me forget my sorrow and help me escape for a while from my own company.
There's still only 3. 2 men and 2 women make 4. Here comes the other one now, sad and tired from all the things that have been going on today. Cupid is such a deceitful little boy to be playing cruel pranks on girls like this.
I've never been so exhausted or so sad. I'm covered in dew and scratched by thorns, and I can't crawl any farther. My legs can't keep moving even though I want them to. Here's where I'll rest until the morning comes. May the gods protect Lysander if he and Demetrius do end up fighting.
Don't worry, dear lover. I'll apply this remedy onto your lover's eyes. Whenever he wakes up, he'll be delighted to see the woman that he once loved. Yes, Jack will have his Jill and nothing will go ill. Soon, everything will be right again.
Come, my love, and rest on this bed of flowers. Let me caress your lovable cheeks and stick roses into the silky smooth fur of your head and kiss your big, beautiful ears, my gentle darling.
Where's Peace Blossom?
At your service.
Scratch my head, Peace Blossom. And where's Cobweb?
At your service.
Cobweb, my good friend.
Kill for me a red-tailed bumblebee and bring me its honey. Oh, and be careful not to break the honey sac. I'd be pretty sad if you drowned in honey. Now, where's mustard seed?
At your service, what would you like?
Oh, nothing. Except for you to help Peace Blossom scratch my head. I think I need to go to the barber's because I'm getting kind of a hairy face. And I am such a sensitive ass that even if my hair tickles me slightly, I have to scratch it.
Tell me, my love, what would you like to eat?
Actually, I could go for a gallon and 2 or a gallon or 3 of animal feed. Or perhaps a bundle of hay. Good sweet hay has no equal.
I have an adventurous fairy who will go find a squirrel's secret stockpile and bring you fresh nuts.
Actually, I could go for a handful or 2 of dried peas, but please don't let your attendants wake me. The need for sleep has come over me.
Then rest, my love, and I will wrap my arms around you. Fairies, get out here. Scatter! I'll wrap my arms around you as the female ivy wraps around the branches of the elm tree. Oh, how I love you. Oh, I love to take care of you.
Welcome, good Robin. Do you see this sweet sight? I've now begun to pity Titania for her obsessive crush. I met her a while ago near the edge of the forest while she was searching for pretty flowers for this intolerable idiot. I asked her for the Indian boy, and she gave it to me right away, no longer caring about anything but this creature. Now that I have the boy, I will undo the awful flaw affecting her eye. And, gentle Puck, remove the ass head from this Athenian yokel, so that when he wakes up along with the others, they can return to Athens and remember the craziness of this night as nothing more than a wild dream. Be the way you used to be. See the way you used to see. Now, Titania, wake up, my sweet queen.
Oh, my dearest Oberon, the strangest dream I've just had. I dreamt I was in love with an ass.
Your love is lying right there.
How did this happen?
I will explain shortly. Good Robin, remove his ass head. Titania, call on your fairies for some music, so that these 5 humans would sleep more deeply than is normal.
Fairies, sing now the music that makes mortals sleep.
Tomorrow at midnight, we will perform the ceremonial dance at Duke Theseus' palace to bless and grant his marriage with good fortune. And these two pairs of faithful lovers will get married alongside Theseus, all in great joy.
My fairy king, the singing of the lark is going on, signaling wherever it's running.
Then, my queen, let's follow after the night, crossing the earth faster than the moon.
Come, my dear Oberon, and as we fly, you can tell me what events occurred this night that led me to sleeping on the ground with humans.
Now that the May Day ceremonies are over, my luck is to hear the musical barking of my dogs.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once when their Spartan hunting dogs surrounded a bear. Never before had I heard barking that courageous. Not only the forest, the skies, the waterfalls, everything nearby seemed to be part of the same communal cry. I never heard such wild music, such lovely thunder.
Well, my dogs are representing the Spartan line, so judge as you want. But wait, who are these people?
My lord, this is my daughter, asleep. And that's Lysander. This one here is Demetrius. And that's Helena. Oh, need your daughter, Helena.
Well, it's May Day ceremonies. Maybe they knew we'd be here and woke up early. But tell me, Aegeus, today's the day. Hermia has to decide she's chosen death or to follow your wishes, correct?
It is, my lord.
Good morning, my friends. Valentine's Day is over. Have you lovers only begun to couple up now?
Forgive us, my lord.
Everybody, stand up. Now tell me, you two, bitter rivals, are seen in the jungle next to each other, without distrust from the other one, and, even being sworn enemies, are able to sleep next to each other without the other one harming you?
My lord, I can only respond that I'm also baffled. I feel as if I'm half awake, half asleep. And I want to speak truthfully. Now that I think about it, I'm sure it's true. I came here with Hermia. Our plan was, without the threat of Athenian law, be married. Enough! Enough! My lord, you've heard enough. I asked that the law be brought down upon his head. Demetrius, they were going to run away in order to trick us, stealing your wife and stealing my ability that I could order that she be your wife.
My lord, the beautiful Helena told me they were going to sneak away to escape into this forest. In a fury, I followed them here. And the lovely Helena followed me because of her love for me. Now, my good lord, I don't know what made this happen, but by some power it did happen. My love for Hermia melted away like snow. That love seems to me now like a memory of some worthless trinket I used to love when I was a child. Now the only person to whom I am faithful, who owns my entire heart, who is the greatest pleasure to my eye, is Helena. I was engaged to her before I ever met Hermia, but then, like a sick man who can't stand the food that sustains him, I hated her for a time. But now, healthy once again, my normal taste has returned. Now I want Helena. I love her and long for her and will always be true to her.
Well, lucky you have met me here today, guys. ACHS, I'm overruling your command. Later on in the temple, you guys will be married alongside my beloved and I. Now, come with me to Athens to celebrate as 3 men and 3 women.
Are you sure that we're awake? To me, it seems like we are sleeping and dreaming. Are you sure the Duke was really just here and told us to follow him?
Yes, I do, and my father was here too.
And Hippolyta.
He told us to follow him to the temple.
Well then, we're awake. Let's follow him. And as we go, why don't we tell each other about our dreams?
When it's my cue, call me and I'll say my line. My next cue is most handsome Pyramus. Quince, flute,
Starveling? Snow? My gosh, they left me here to sleep. Well, I just had the strangest dream. I had a dream that was so strange that, well, I thought I had, but a man would have to be a fool to try to explain what he thought I had. I thought I was, but no man's eyes could explain what I thought I was. Because no man's eyes have heard, or ears have seen, or mouth has said what I have ever seen. My dream was so strange, in fact, I'm going to get Quince to write a ballad about this dream. And it's going to be called Bottom's Dream, because it's so complex that it has no bottom. And I'll sing it for the Duke at the end of the play. Better yet, I'll sing it whenever Thisbe dies.
Of 6 pence a day for the rest of his life. And he would have deserved it too. Pyramus is worth 6 pence a day or nothing at all.
Where are my friends? Where are my fellas? Guys, I have some incredible stories to tell you, but don't ask me what, because I can't tell you. But I will let you know exactly how it happened.
Tell us, good bugger.
You won't get a word out of me. All I gotta say is to get your costumes and meet me at the palace. In some, the play will be performed, so make sure that Thisbe has clean underpants. And make sure whoever's playing the lion does not cut her nails. And my dearest friends, please do not eat any onions or garlic, because we need the audience to say that it was a sweet play. Enough talk. Let's go!
Yes.
My dear Theseus, what these lovers are describing is strange.
I think of the story to be more strange than it is true. You know, I've never met a man to believe in ancient stories or fairy tales. You know, these stories contain stuff that are more outlandish, something that not even a calm, rational person can understand.
But the full story the lovers are telling, along with the fact that they all describe it the same way, suggests that it's something that they really experience, rather than just some imagined fantasy. It has a consistency to it, which suggests truth, even if it is strange and unbelievable.
Oh, here come the lovers now. Full of joy and happiness. Joy to you, good friends.
Even more joy than you wish for us await you.
Now, tell me, what play will we be watching to pass the 3 hours between supper time and party? A boring short drama about young Pyramus and his love for Thisbe. Funny and sad. Sad and funny. Short but still boring. That's like hot ice or strange stuff. You know, what are we going to think of this play that contradicts such contradictory things?
Well, my lord, it is a play that is about 10 words long, which is the shortest play that I have ever encountered.
But it's 10 words long, which makes it tedious. And not one word is well placed, and not one actor is a good fit for its role.
But, my lord, it is tragic because Pyramus does kill himself.
When I saw the death rehearsal, I must admit it brought tears to my eyes. But I've never laughed such tears of loud, merry laughter.
And who were the people performing?
Manual workers from here in Athens who have never until now spent much time doing anything that required thinking. Now they have overburdened their underwhelmed brains to put together this play for your wedding.
And we will watch it.
No, my lord, you won't like it unless you find their side attempts funny.
Well, I think of it as nothing can be bad when it's motivated by nothing more than giving pleasure to the audience.
Bring them in. I don't enjoy seeing incompetent people overwhelmed and made to look bad.
Well, as I see it, our generosity likes performance more than the quality. So, as I see it, tongue-tied simplicity says the most, by saying the least. Let the play begin.
If our play offends you, it is our intention. You should regret that the actors are ready. By watching their show, you'll find out everything you're likely to know. Perhaps you're wondering about the subject of this play. Keep on wondering until the truth makes everything clear. To hear the rest of the story, let Lion, Moonshine, Wall, and the two separated lovers explain it more fully while they stand here on stage.
At this moment in the play, I snap play a wall. I want you to know that this wall has a tiny hole in it, which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, often secretly whisper. This plaster, this plate, and this stone that I have on me shows that I am that wall. That's the truth. And this crack where I am running horizontally, right to left, which the faintest lovers, Pyramus, will whisper.
It's the smartest fairy that I've ever heard speak, my lord.
Pyramus is approaching the wall. Be quiet, be quiet.
Oh, grim-looking night. Oh, dark, dark night, which always exists whenever day does not. Oh, sad, sad night. I'm afraid my Thisbe has forgotten her promise. And you, oh wall, oh sweet, oh lovely wall, show me your hole so that I can peer through it with my eye. Thank you, Wall. May Jove protect you for doing this. But what do I see? I don't see Thisbe. Curse you, wicked Wall, and curse your wicked stones for tricking me like this.
Since the wall has feelings too, I think it should curse back at him.
Not at all, my lady. Tricking me is the cue for Thisbe to speak. She's going to enter now, and you'll see it exactly as I'm telling you. There she comes.
Separated me from my handsome Pyramus, and I have often kissed your plaster and stones with my cherry lips.
I see a voice. Now I will go to the wall to see if I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe, is that you?
My love, I think.
Whatever you think, I am your gracious lover, and I am faithful to you.
And I am just as faithful until the day I'm destined to die.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this awful wall.
I'm kissing the wall's hole, not your lips at all.
Will you meet me at Nimi's tomb right now?
That's Dionysus' tomb.
Yes, whatever comes in life or death, I will be there without delay.
In this way, I will have played my part. Now that I'm done, Wall can go away.
imagination to fix them up, then it's your imagination that's good, not theirs.
You imagine these actors as no worse than they imagine themselves to be. They'd seem like pretty accomplished actors. Look, here comes two noble beasts, a woman and a lion.
You gentle-hearted ladies who fear at even the tiniest mouse may shake and tremble when the lion roars. Know that I, Snug the cabinet maker, are neither a cruel lion nor a lioness, because if I were and come here to frighten you, that would cost me my life.
A noble beast with a good conscience.
She's the best actress at being a beast that I've ever seen, my lord.
Hi, Mom. This lantern symbolizes the moon, and I symbolize the man in the moon. The lantern is the moon, I the man in the moon. This is a thorn bush. It's my thorn bush. And this is Becky. Say hi.
Hi, Becky.
She's a chicken. Yes.
This is Liddy's tomb, I think. Nidus's tomb. Where is my love?
Nice roar, lion.
Nice running, Thisbe.
Nice shining moon! Really, the moon shines quite well.
Oh, thank you, moon. Thank you, moon. By the sight of your golden glittering beams, I will be able to see my faithful Thisbe. But what is this? Oh, misfortune! How can this be? Oh, dainty duck! Oh, my lovely darling! Your cloak, it is stained red with blood. But why is this? I am angered. Now, I will bring an end, conquer, crush, and kill.
Curse my heart, but I feel sorry for this man.
Oh, why, Mother Nature, did you create lions? A dreadful lion has deflowered my darling.
Devoured, not deflowered.
Has devoured my darling, who was the most beautiful woman who has ever lived, loved, laughed, liked, or smiled. Come, tears, overwhelm me. Come out, sword, and pierce me in the chest. Yes, on the left side where the heart beats. And so, I die. Tongue, see no more. Moon, disappear. So, I die. I die. This is the end of Pyramus. I die. I die.
How will this be my beloved moonshine's gone?
She'll see it by starlight. Her tears went into play.
Oh, Pyramus. Oh, you sleep, my love. Are you dead, my dove? Oh, Pyramus, wake up. Speak, speak. Can you talk? Dead. Dead. Oh, a tomb must cover your sweet eyes, and your white lily lips, and your cherry red cheeks, and your marigold yellow lips. Oh, gone, all gone. Lover's moan. Oh, his eyes, they were as green as leeks. Come in 3 fates, with hands as pale as blood. Dip them in blood, for you have cut with the very thread of his life, scissors. Come, sword. Come, trusty sword. Stain my breast with blood. Goodbye, friends. This is how Thisbe dies. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Moonshine and light are left to bury the dead.
Yes, and wall too.
No? I assure you that the wall has been taken down.
Would you like to see the epilogue? No epilogue needed. When all the characters die, there's no apology needed through an epilogue. As I see it, remarkably performed. Well, my friends, for the next 3 days we will celebrate with feasts and even more celebrations. But tonight, we will have fun!
Yeah!
Now the wolf howls at the moon. As the tired farmer snores, exhausted from all the work that he has done, and now the graves all open wide, releasing the spirits to glide all over the paths of the graveyards. And we fairies who run from the sun, chasing darkness like a dream, are jolly. I will ensure that not even a mouse will disturb this blessed house.
The dying fire gives off a glimmering light throughout the house.
Now each of you sing this song and bless this place with fairy grace. Now here you go again, you say you want your freedom. Well, who am I to keep you down?
It's only right that you should play the way you feel. But listen carefully to the sound of the loneliness, like a heartbeat drives you mad. And the stillness of remembering what you had and what you lost. What you had and what you lost. Oh, thunder only happens when it's raining. Players only love you when they're playing. Stay with it, they will come and they will go. When the rain washes you clean, you'll know. If we actors have offended you, simply think about it this way, and everything will be better. You just slept here, and all of these visions were a dream. And since I thought you honest, I promise that I will make everything better. If we escape your boos and hisses, give us applause, and I will restore all amends.